So to kickstart this video, I have a question for you. What are you doing that your future self would never do? Or what do you picture your future self doing that you're currently not doing? Because the secret to truly becoming a high value woman is in that question. You have to start showing up as her today. That's why in this video, I'm not going to tell you how to be a high value woman. Instead, I am going to give you 10 questions. And by the time you answer these 10 questions, trust me, you will start to see simple, practical ways you can intentionally show up as that high value woman every single day. Let's get into the video. Hello intentional woman, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ayanime and I am so excited for you to answer these questions because when I answered these questions for myself, it was a game changer. And we're just jumping right into the list. So the first question I want you to ask yourself, if you truly want to begin showing up as a high value woman, is what's her morning routine? I know it sounds like a simple question, but let's flesh it out. Let's give it some detail. When you picture your future self, what's her morning like? Does she pray before starting her day? Does she have a workout routine, a morning skincare routine? She's intentional about planning her day, being productive. Or is she the kind of woman who wakes up, lounges in bed all day, jumping from one social media platform to the other without a sense of ambition or purpose? Because when you take that little question and flesh it out, you begin to see the things high value women do or do not do with their mornings. You begin to see how this simple question sets the tone for how you show up every morning. So I want you to take this seemingly simple question and flesh it out based on your lifestyle, your personality, and your current reality. And then when you flesh it out and give yourself what that ideal morning routine is for you, start doing that. Make it a habit because as they say, if you conquer your morning, you conquer your day. Now, number 2, how does she dress on a typical day? Oh yes, when you picture your future self, what's her dress sense like? What's her makeup like? Her nails, her ideal hairstyle, clothing. Does she prefer flats or heels? Dresses or pants? Is she intentional about her appearance and working within her budget to curate that appearance and style for herself? Or is she frumpy? She wears oversized, mismatched, and washed out clothes. Is she walking around with smeared makeup, unkempt hair, and chipped nails? Another simple and very powerful question. So I want you to start from your head to your toes, right? And write down what your style is like, what your ideal dream style is like. Your hairstyle, your makeup, your nails, your clothing, your shoes. Be very intentional with it. And then ask yourself what you can do to gradually build a wardrobe and curate a style that embodies what you've written down. Now, if you are completely unsure how to start, no worries. I'm going to share something with you later on in the video that will help you with this. Now, question number 3, and I love this particular one. How does she want to be treated by a man? Regardless of what your love life may be right now, I want you to close your eyes and picture yourself with a man. What does it look like? How does it feel like? Do you feel loved, wooed, babied, provided for, and treated as a treasure? Is there so much laughter, so much happiness, loyalty, and safety? Are you being treated as the high value woman that you are? Okay, now think of your current situation. Does it fit into what you pictured, or are you involved in a situationship? Friends with benefits, struggle love. Are you with a man who is not worth it? Now ask yourself, is this the type of love life a high value woman would accept? And if your answer is no, then ask yourself what you can do to change things, even if it means breaking up with him. Oh yes, because we are not intentionally putting all this work into ourselves just to end up with a man who has no appreciation for it. Now, number 4, who does she hang out with? Who does your high value future self surround herself with? Who is she listening to? Are these women building her, challenging her to be better, speaking life into her, encouraging her? Are they women on the same path who are building their lives and becoming the best versions of themselves? Is that who your future self is spending time with? Good. Now look at the current people you surround yourself with. Do they fit into that criteria? Or do they indulge in malicious gossip, enjoy tearing people down, unnecessary competition, and they have no ambition? Because who you surround yourself with will eventually rub off on you. So take a critical look at your friends and decide on the ones you need to cut out of your life, or at the very least, limit how much time you spend with them. Also look at women around you that you should be cultivating relationships with, and do what you can to start doing that. Don't be intimidated by them. Be value added to them, and I assure you they will welcome your friendship. Challenge yourself to do something every day that will help you build a network of high value women. Number 5, what's her ideal career or business? If you already have your dream job or career, awesome. If you don't, then ask yourself how you can get from where you are to where you want to be, business-wise or career-wise. Do you need to start building financial capacity that can help you start a business in 1 year? Do you have to take courses so that you can get certain certifications and skills that will help you advance in your career? Do you need to finally take that idea that is in your head and start writing out a business plan or an execution plan that you can bring out at any point in time, especially if you have an investor right in front of you? Do you have to start looking into business grants, scholarships, so you can get to where you want to be? What do you need to do? Ask yourself that question, because high value women are ambitious women. It may not necessarily have to be about career or business, but they have something they are passionate about. It could be you want to start a foundation. Whatever it is, dear intentional woman, write it out and start taking action. Before we get into number 6, let's address what I mentioned earlier. I told you that I have something that will help you begin to embody the appearance and style that screams you're a high value woman. Well, that thing is a 1-year program called Styling Your Essence. And the sole purpose of that program is to teach you how you can upgrade your appearance and style, build an effective and enjoyable wardrobe so you can begin to feel good and confident in your clothes regardless of your age, budget or physical look. We cover everything that can help make that happen, from knowing your body shape and dressing for it, even down to giving you a detailed list of clothing items that flatter your body shape and the ones that do not flatter your body shape. I'm talking dresses, skirts, tops, necklines, sleeves, trousers, shorts, name it, I listed it out. We also talk about colors that suit your skin tone, setting a budget, shopping intentionally. We cover hair, makeup, nails. I'm telling you, it is a wonderful program. And since I launched it in 2021, over 700 women from 30 countries have been a part of the program without regrets. And guess what? Registration is currently ongoing and it is heavily discounted. So if you want to finally take charge of your appearance and begin to build an appearance that makes you feel confident around other well-dressed women, the program is for you. The program starts on the 15th of April, and I'll leave the link in the description for you to join us. The women in the program are in the Telegram community waiting for you. Now back to our questions, and the 6th question I want you to ask yourself when you picture that high value woman you're working towards becoming is, what's her financial situation like? Is she struggling financially, living paycheck to paycheck, completely broke and dependent on others to take care of her? Or is she living in financial security and abundance? If your future self is living in wealth, then you have to ask yourself, what can you start doing right now to secure that future for yourself? And there are a few things you need to do. You need to start caring about investing, about budgeting, about living within your means. You have to start practicing delayed gratification. That's you foregoing certain pleasures right now because you know that in the future it's going to pay off. One of the ways I had to practice delayed gratification was in not getting myself a new phone. So the phone I currently use, this wonderful phone right here, is an iPhone 11 Pro. And I wanted to get an iPhone 14. So I reached out to a brand and they told me it was going to cost me 1.4 million naira. I sat down and I thought about it. I said, listen, if I take this 1.4 million naira, I can put it into stocks. I can get a land. I can, invest in something that I know in the next 2, 3, 4 years will help me buy new iPhones, right? Well, I'm still using my iPhone 11 Pro. So you already know the decision I made. So ask yourself what you can let go of right now so you can begin to build wealth. And one of the things I can tell you that can get you there very fast is the delayed gratification I just talked about. There are a lot of things that we're so focused on right now that we forget the future. You know, a lot of people are spending money on really expensive wigs that they cannot afford 2-3 times, expensive clothes, bags, and shoes. Because yeah, those things are important, but you have to ask yourself, is it important right now? This woman I want to become in the future, who is financially secure, is it going to help her become that woman? And if the answer is no, delayed gratification all the way. Because as much as we desire wholesome, high value men who are also providers, it's important for you to also have your own money. It gives you security and helps you not get stuck in terrible situations. So whatever you need to do to embody that financially secure self, start doing it. Number 7, what's her hobbies and interests? Yes, we want to make money, but we also want to enjoy ourselves. So what sort of hobbies does your future self have? What are the things that interest her? When she thinks of enjoying her life, what sort of activities does she indulge in? Is it travel, horseback riding, golf, skiing, learning a musical instrument, gardening, learning about arts, or even how to cook intercontinental dishes? It doesn't matter how expensive that hobby is or whether you cannot afford it right now. I encourage you to still write it down, because I have gotten so good at not focusing on what my life is right now. Instead, I focus on what my life can be. I focus on all the amazing possibilities. So regardless of cost, write it all down, and when you're done, group them into 2. The first category will be hobbies and interests and experiences that you can give yourself right now. The second category will be what you hope to indulge in the future, so you can have it in mind. Now, for the ones you can afford to give yourself right now, I beg you, start indulging in them, please. Your life cannot just be about hustling, making money, working hard, and then ignoring experiences that just nurture you, make you feel good, make you feel wonderful. Because you need a social life, you need social activities so you can create a balance. Are you loving these questions? If you are, quickly give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment in the comment section, subscribe to the channel, because trust me, you're going to love it here. Now, number 8, how is she perceived? How is your future self perceived? And this is a function of how you carry yourself and how you interact with people in different settings. So how do you want others to see you? What do you want them to say after they've experienced you? Are you comfortable being seen as crass, crude, and chaotic? Oh, the 3 C's. Or does it give you joy to be seen as elegant, high value, confident, feminine, well-spoken, kind, assertive, sets boundaries, knows her worth? Because perception matters. It really does. It influences how people treat you. So ask yourself what you need to do to start showing up as that woman. This includes your habits. What habits do you need to break and which one do you need to build? And I have tons of videos on how you can be a high value, elegant woman that covers all these areas I'm talking about. So I'm going to leave some of them in the description and you can start from there. But for the purpose of this video, I'll give you 4 areas you can start with. The first is how you speak. I'm talking tone, choice of words, volume, the way you pronounce things. The second is your posture. A good posture communicates that you're a confident woman who is not scared of taking up space. The third area you can start working on is the types of conversations you indulge in. If certain conversations you've been indulging in will not make you be seen as that high value woman, stop indulging in them. And the fourth thing you can do is to choose a habit that you know is very destructive to you and do everything you can to break that habit. Number 9, does she have a vision board? Let me tell you, there's something about seeing the life you want for yourself in pictures. Okay, it has a way of springing you into action so you can continue working on getting there. So I encourage you to create a vision board for yourself if you've never created one. For me, I used Notion to create mine and I took a picture of it and I made it my max screensaver. Every time I see that picture, it takes my focus from my current reality and literally shows me a picture of what my life is going to be like if I keep putting in the work. It is so inspiring, so exciting, and it makes everything I have to do right now to get to where I'm going to not feel like work. It helps me enjoy the process because there is an end goal. And that's what creating a vision board will do for you. I'll leave a link to the Notion template I used in the description. It's free, so download it and start creating. And finally, number 10. What can you do right now that will bring you a step closer to your ideal version? That high value woman you picture yourself becoming. Because I know for a fact, as you were watching this video, your mind was giving you a running commentary of the things you needed to do. What were those things? It doesn't matter how simple or complicated it was. Is it that you need to declutter your wardrobe? Finally start a skincare product? Try out a new restaurant? Get intentional with your money? What was running through your mind as you were watching this video? Write it all down and start there. Ladies, when you answer these questions, write out what you need to do. Start working on those things so that it becomes a part of you. I assure you that in the next 3 months, 6 months, or even 1 year, you will be proud of the woman you've become. And that's it for today's video. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Share with me what you will start working on immediately. I look forward to reading your comments. Don't forget to like the video, share it with somebody, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and also turn on post notification so you do not miss the next video. As always, ladies, be kind to yourself, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.